1000-0 câmera. Aí, agora foi. Aqui. Vamos lá, hoje tem Nintendo Indie World, moçada. Nintendo Indie World, vamos chegando. Vai começar daqui exatos 4 minutos e esse é o tempo que eu vou ter para arrumar as coisas aqui, porque a Nintendo não avisa nada para ninguém, né? A Nintendo não avisa nada para ninguém. Pau no cu dos criadores de conteúdo. Não é verdade? A gente é que lute. A gente é que lute. É isso aí. É isso mesmo que você ouviu. Vamos chegando, vamos nos aproximando. É isso mesmo que você ouviu. Ok, agora a gente vai fazer assim. A gente vai fazer assim. A gente vai fazer assim. E a gente faz isso aqui. Isso aí, pô. Show de bola. A gente... Não, para com isso, cara. Eu não quero isso. Eu quero andar com ele só. É isso mesmo que você ouviu. Show de bola. Estamos aqui. Começa 11 horas. Vamos que vamos. Espero que todos estejam aqui. Porque nós vamos assistir o Nintendo Indie World. E o Nintendo Indie World costuma ter, veja bem, costuma ter datas um tanto quanto importantes. Foi assim com Hollow Knight Silk Song, né? Foi assim com Hades 2 e muitos outros. Então vamos nos aproximando. Isso ficará salvo no VOD também, é claro. Lembrando aí que isso também ficará disponível. Pronto. Disponível. Aqui. Vai ter o novo Pokémon porque nós... Porra, eu ainda parei pra ler um pouco, cara, essa zoeira. Que vacilo. Ai, que vacilo, que vacilo. Poxa vida, isso foi muito vacilo. Eu caí no conto do vigário. Eu caí, fui tapeado. Uau. Empresa indie, né, pô? Pokémon Company. Pequenininha. Ninguém conhece Pokémon. O que é Game Freak se não é uma coisa pequena? Não é verdade? O que é? 1 minuto pra começar! Eu acho que isso aqui vai ser... daqueles Premiere. Vai ter uma contagem regressiva e vai ter uma contagem regressiva da contagem regressiva. Paulo Nagahara-chan! Paulo-chan, hello! Buenos dias, buenos dias. Buenos dias. Ih! Começou! Ih! Vou baixar um pouquinho o volume pra vocês aqui. Achei curioso. É tipo... É Jet Set Radio com mais drogas, né?
Hola a tothom, sóc en David.
I jo l'Àngel.
Són d'Undercoders, l'estiu independent de Barcelona que hi ha darrere de Dance Attack.
Com heu vist, a Dance Attack viatges en un tren acrobàtic a través d'un Japó futurista i colorit, executant trucs amb estil per aconseguir la millor puntuació mentre lluites contra bosses i alliberes les vies del control d'una megacorporació malvada.
Ens hem inspirat moltíssim a la cultura japonesa i en l'energia dels jocs arcade clàssics per crear un món que es senti expressiu, rebel i molt ràpid.
Não, Naga, não.
Avui tenim el plaer d'anunciar un parell de coses molt emocionants.
Deu pra ver que
en
esse
primer
jogo
lloc,
não é um jogo
que Dance Attack sortirà el 17 de juny amb una skin de tren exclusiva per a
Isso é
Nintendo
jogo
Switch 2.
muito
I en
parecido
segon lloc, avui més tard, tindreu disponible a la Nintendo eShop una demo gratuïta de Dance Attack per a Nintendo Switch 2.
Tem demo do
We
Dance
hope you
Attack
enjoy
na
the rest
Steam
of the
também,
show.
gente.
All aboard for the latest indie world. I'm Marissa.
And I'm Thomas. We're excited to showcase another packed lineup of new indies headed to the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems.
Okay.
Forgive me, but I can't wait to introduce this next game coming to Nintendo Switch. Let's take a look.
안녕하세요. 한국게임개발사 드림모션의 이준현입니다.
안녕하세요.
코리아노스.
아티스트 최은진입니다.
안녕하세요. 프로그래머 류성중입니다.
마이리를 퍼피는 실제로 제가 입양해 키웠던 강아지 봉구와 함께했던 이야기에 꿈과 소망을 더해 만든 게임입니다. 가장 개인적인 것이 가장 창의적인 것이다 라는 말처럼 마이리를 퍼피가 만남과 이별 그리고 재회에 관한 우리 모두의 이야기로 여러분들의 마음속에 남게 되면 좋겠습니다.
게임 속 귀여운 강아지들은
Pronto,
팀의
acho
모든
que assim vai ficar
아티스트들이
melhor.
쏟아부은 놀라운 노력의 결과물입니다.
마이리를 퍼피가 강아지를 좋아하는 세상 모든 분들의 마음속에 감동으로 기억되는 작품이 되면 좋겠습니다.
감사합니다.
There's an old saying that when you depart from this world, the dog who
Não
went
como
ahead
tanto a visão
will
de
warmly
vocês
welcome
agora, é
you.
isso.
A heartwarming hope at the core of the wonderfully wholesome My Little Puppy, a new adventure inspired by the director's own Welsh corgi.
Play as Bongu, a rescued dog and bestest boy who, after a simple yet joyful life, crosses the rainbow bridge to doggy heaven.
After what seems like an eternity,
Ah,
Bongo
cara.
awakes from a nap to a familiar scent, his daddy.
Embark on a journey to meet Bongu's dad, an expedition out of doggy heaven and into the afterlife that may hold unexpected dangers.
Just
Poxa,
as
que
Bongo's dad
fofura,
once rescued
cara.
him, it's his turn to return the favor in My Little Puppy, bounding its way onto Nintendo Switch May 29th.
Next up, let's take a look at some indies headed for Nintendo Switch 2, including some also headed to Nintendo Switch.
I'm so excited. Heave!
Ho!
Heave!
Ho too!
Introducing the high-flying follow-up to the ultimate friend-flinging party game.
Grab hands, arms, or even heads to form chains of up to 4 players, then
Cara,
grapple and
isso
swing
tem-
to reach the goal,
isso numa
avoiding lethal
sexta-feira do
hazards
co-op,
and the deadly void
gente.
below.
Each player needs to grab and release at just the right moment to form chains. If anyone loses their grip, it can send the whole group to their doom.
There are 8 themed worlds to explore, thrilling exotic locations like
Isso
a
na
medieval land,
sexta-feira do
a
co-op,
space station, and
gente.
of course, a kitchen.
In each one, play with brand new mechanics like rocket navigation, coordinated cookery, and plenty of other surprises.
Swing into action with local 4-player co-op or online multiplayer, a franchise first. Plus, game share is supported, so if one player has the game, they can share it locally or online with up to 3 other players. Get ready to get a grip in Heave Ho 2, launching on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch this summer.
Maneiro.
At the end of the day, there's nothing
Moonlighter
like closing up shop,
2.
throwing on some comfy clothes, and
Dungeons
data
Dagger for
agora?
wondrous relics?
I was going to say having a nice hot cup of cocoa, but that works too.
In Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault, continue your double life as a crafty merchant by day and a fearless adventurer by night.
Will is back in business after an interdimensional collector seizes control of their beloved village and dungeons. Will and the other townsfolk are forced to find a new home.
Now, settled in the town of Tresna, it's up to you to set up a new shop and grow it into the thriving heart of the village's prosperity.
Dive into vibrant dimensions brimming with shiny loot and pesky enemies. Then vanquish them using an extensive combat system with different weapon types and flashy combos.
Don't forget your trusty backpack. It's your best friend while collecting loot, so make sure to carefully arrange your treasure to maximize your profits.
Trust your instincts to plot clever routes through your dungeon runs. The further you delve, the
Olha,
greater the
ok.
rewards. How far will you dare to go?
After each escapade, put your hard-earned treasure on sale. That's where your shop owner charm will shine. Grow and decorate your shop, get to know your customers, and set your prices to score the perfect deal.
Go from castaway to friendly neighbor and find a new home among the stranded. In Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault, opening up shop on the Nintendo Switch 2 system this year.
Não deram data.
Hello, we're the team behind Widow. Do you remember a time when your backyard and neighborhood streets felt like the entire world?
Хоть мы выросли в разных местах, нас объединяет одно общее чувство.
Это Фокси, сердце нашей истории, и она так-то собрала нас вместе.
Denn auch wenn wir erwachsen sind, ist diese Magie aus unserer Kindheit nie verschwunden.
Pois é, Lucy. Mas eu imagino que esse tipo de piada deve custar muito caro.
Thanks.
Wouldn't it be nice just to slow down and get back to when things were simpler?
It sure would.
Well, in Widow, you do just that. In this cozy diorama puzzle game, you assemble wooden scenes piece by piece, like a 3D coloring book.
As you place objects in their correct spots, each scene slowly fills with color and comes to life, revealing charming animations and delightful surprises.
Follow the story of Foxy the Fox and Ben the Frog through a series of interconnected dioramas, each capturing a unique moment from their shared adventure.
The game adapts to your pace, while the narrator's voice keeps you company. Plus, plenty of funny characters and silly emotes are sure to put a smile on your face.
Que
And
fofura, cara.
mouse controls are also supported on Nintendo Switch 2. Settle into a world that comes together one piece at a time in
Que fofura.
Widow, slotting onto the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems this summer. The
Regulus, estou
Unchosen
muito
has returned.
feliz.
Your village has been captured. All your friends and family are trapped in corrupted crystal, and it's all up to you to save them.
Shoot! That sounds like an adventure.
A mini-shoot adventure. Take control of a swift and responsive spaceship as you blast your way through this modern, twin-stick shooting twist on the classic 8-bit adventure formula.
Overcome bosses in intense bullet-filled battles by finding primordial powers that soup up your combat abilities.
You can also upgrade your ship by leveling up, finding various items, and buying equipment.
Don't forget to rescue your adorable friends. They'll all help you in their own special way.
The primordial
Metroidvania
powers
de
will also
navinha.
unlock
Maneiro,
exploration
ok. Não
abilities
conhecia
that
isso
open up the
não,
map
Nagahara.
bit by bit, unraveling a
Maneiro.
beautiful world to discover at your own pace.
Explore lush caverns, ancient temples, and sunken cities, each environment full of its own unique treasures, challenges, and secrets.
Take on the Unchosen in Mini-Shoot Adventures, flying onto the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems
Maneirinho.
later today.
Oh, ok. Aí.
What is the dark? Is it ugly and cruel? Is it a place for monstrosity?
Esse a gente já tinha visto em algum evento recente aí.
Lost in the woods. A terrible void where all your
Eu não lembro
nightmares
qual.
come true.
Foi da Sony que esse jogo apareceu? Acho que foi no da Sony que a gente viu esse, né, no Direct. Direct não, no State of Play.
Hi, I'm Bryce.
And I'm Jambel, and we're devs on the team making Rotwood here at Clay Entertainment in Vancouver, Canada. We grew up playing games shoulder to shoulder with friends. Inspired by the moment-to-moment strategy of fighting games and the big bosses of RPGs, Rotwood was developed to recapture the spirit
Pessoal da
of those
Clay,
good
né?
times.
Ok, o jogo novo
We wanted
deles.
progress to feel like it comes not just from new gear, but from you, the player, actually improving. So that each hunt you learn something new that inspires ideas for your next run. We've poured ourselves into Rotwood, and we hope you enjoy it.
Chaos rules!
And big old corrupted beasts drool
Cara,
in
isso vai ser tão
Rotwood, a
divertido,
brand new
gente.
side-scrolling brawler from the studio behind the Don't Starve series.
Your home's been overrun by some hyped-up hostiles, so it's time to take up arms and dive into the fray.
Master a diverse combat system that rewards those who sharpen their skills. Want to get up close and crush some enemies? Wield a hammer.
Want to be a deadeye that snipes baddies from afar? Take aim with a bow.
Practice and perfect combo attacks for each weapon type to reach your
A
destructive
arte tá me
potential.
lembrando muito.
Experiment with gear combos to refine your build.
Gazetteer,
Earn
que é a
epic loot
pessoa
and
que
victories.
fez.
Then use it to face ever-increasing
Eu
challenges.
esqueci o nome do jogo.
And you'll need all the help you can get. Boss fights are not just a test of strength,
jogo de
but of
cartinha na
wits.
neve. Eu
Study
esqueci o nome
attack
agora.
patterns carefully to find their
Mas lembra
weakness
muito a
and
arte
use
dessa pessoa.
well-placed strikes to hit them where it hurts.
A little extra muscle always helps too. Grab up to 3 of your friends either
Thrust.
locally or online and face the rots together.
Choose your weapon and get ready to take on the frenzied foes of Rotwood, hacking and slashing its way onto the Nintendo Switch 2 system as a console exclusive later today.
Uou, ok. Later today. Annapurna Interactive.
Most of the time, I'm wondering if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing to have the optimal teenage experience.
Já vou me preparar pra mutar a live, gente.
Experience is unobtainable.
Because you know the perfect song for every moment. What song would be playing now?
I don't think it's been written yet.
Mixtape, tá. Dia 7 de maio, show.
It's time to shine the spotlight on this brand new action RPG from the makers of Guacamelee.
É o pessoal do
and Nobody
Guacamelee,
Saves the
pode
World.
crer.
In Blighted, the
Blighted.
evil Sorcisto has consumed your village and infected the world with a deadly blight.
You are the lone survivor of Sorcisto's rampage, fighting to reclaim the memories of your people before you succumb.
But that same power can also be turned to
Lucy,
your
ele
advantage.
não é
As you
exclusivo
progress through the
de
psychedelic
Switch,
western
não.
landscape, you'll accumulate blight
Ele é
by
exclusivo
defeating
nos
enemies.
consoles
The higher your
pro
blight,
Switch,
the
o
fiercer
Hotwood.
enemies become, making
Já
combat
tem
harder,
no Steam
but
já.
also more rewarding.
Combat is nuanced and deadly for players of any level. Carefully time your attacks to weave through enemies, chain together combos, and perform powerful finishers to defeat punishing bosses.
Uncover dark mysteries as you explore this surreal and vibrant world, backed by a haunting original score.
Upgrade your hero at checkpoints, or by talking to key characters on your journey. And if you need a helping hand, a friend can drop in via local or online multiplayer for some
É console
two-player co-op
exclusive.
action.
Nos consoles ele é exclusivo.
Harness
pelo
the
menos por
power
enquanto,
of
pro
blight
Switch.
and unravel the mysteries of a twisted world in Blighted, creeping its way onto the Nintendo Switch 2 system this fall.
Ok. Nada de Witchbrook mesmo.
Hi, I'm Justin from Prophecy Games in Atlanta,
Estou
Georgia.
triste.
Hi, I'm Jess.
And I'm
Bastante
Scott.
chateado.
We love the feeling of progression you get in roguelikes, and we were inspired to create an FPS roguelike in our favorite genre, sci-fi.
Sci-fi lets us imagine futures just out of reach, and in Dead Zone
Alô,
Rogue,
Samuel
everyone
Howard.
pulls you deeper into that world, starting when you awaken on a mysterious ship.
We've worked hard to craft rich, immersive atmospheres, unique enemies, and snappy gunplay that leaves a lasting impact.
We hope you enjoy playing Dead Zone Rogue as much as we do.
A spaceship overrun with biomechanical creatures, an arsenal of modifiable weapons, and a mysterious origin to uncover. That's what awaits in Dead Zone Rogue, a new sci-fi shooter that combines tight, satisfying gunplay with strategic progression.
Select missions and squad up with friends, or fight solo through a
Nah.
series of challenging rooms with support
De
for mouse
repente
controls using the
perdi o
Joy-Con
interesse.
2 controllers.
Gain perks and permanent upgrades by defeating enemies and bosses in high-intensity loops.
With hundreds of builds and a variety of foes, each run feels epic and unique.
All of this is backed by a rip-roaring original soundtrack.
Eu vou
Fight,
dar,
revive,
vou dar uma
adapt,
chance, mas não é
repeat
muito a minha
in
vibe, não.
Dead Zone Rogue, emerging from the void on the Nintendo Switch 2 system,
mês ainda.
March 17th.
Boa.
Before we go, let's check out some more exciting indie games heading to Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
Grave Seasons. Ok. Esse aí não é meio de terror? Eu acho que esse aqui é meio de terror. Ah, Unrailed. Pô, Unrailed é divertidinho, cara. Eu joguei bastante primeiro. Toem, ok. Toem 2. Convening. Rapaz, esse aí eu joguei a demo Gostei muito, tá? Data de lançamento do Ratatã. Yeah!
That's all for today's... Thomas, are you taking notes?
I have to. It might be a clue.
A clue for what?
The last game.
Welcome to Mount Holly, the mysterious manor with locked doors and 45 shifting rooms.
Blueprints?
In Blueprints, you embark on a first-person, genre-bending journey filled with a unique mix of mystery, strategy, and puzzles that weave together to create an unpredictable experience.
The mansion resets every day,
Não
and
tinha pro
every
Switch?
doorway becomes a choice. So, manage your resources carefully to further your discoveries and get closer to finding the fabled Room 46.
Use mouse controls
Não
with the
tinha no
Joy-Con 2
Switch?
controller to probe and poke at the manor's secrets, unraveling mysteries by discovering letters,
Eu fui
diaries,
surpreendido.
and other revealing materials.
Take notes and draft your own adventure in Blueprints, available on the Nintendo Switch 2 system later today. Now that we've solved that mystery, that's really all for today's Indie World. We hope you enjoyed the games in today's showcase.
A big thank you, as always, to our indie community and partners for bringing their craft, adventures, and imaginations to players on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
Follow our official Indie World account to stay up to date on all the latest news from Indie World.
Until next time,
Happy gaming!
Ô, Chuckle Fish, sem cobrança, mas cadê o Itbrook, hein? Eu tô começando a achar que isso aí vai ser... A gente vai ter que fazer um episódio de 1º de abril pra vocês lançarem também, é isso? Porra, tá doido, velho. Tá doido, velho. Tá doido. É isso aí, moçada. Terminamos. 15 minutinhos, menos de 15 minutos, um pouquinho mais, na verdade, 15 minutos, 18 minutinhos. Obrigado a vocês que passaram aí pra assistir o Indie World com a gente. Esteja empurrado pra frente, Star Ocean. Com certeza vamos fazer um episódio de patapão agora com a saída de Ratatã. Muito bom. Isso aí, pessoas. Terminamos, VaptVupt. Vou sair pra almoçar, ainda tem muita coisa pra fazer hoje. Beijos. Titio ama vocês. Valeu, falou!